Lead Boxing Truth. So, Gervonta Davis did his thing last night against Frank Martin, you know. Gervonta Davis had a 14-month layoff. And, you know, the first couple of rounds, it seemed like Frank Martin, you know, had a clue of what to do. He was moving around, boxing, jabbing, kept moving around, but you could tell that the presence of Gervonta Davis and knowing his power, he wasn't, you know, trying to be careless. He was making sure that he moved around so that he wouldn't get caught with something. But eventually, Gervonta Davis started touching him. I said it happened around round 7. A little bit before then, he was filling him out, touching him, trying to hit the body and stuff like that. And, you know, in round 8, that left uppercut just stunned him. And then Gervonta took him out with, I believe it was a straight left. You know, and that was it. No, it was an uppercut, and I believe it was a hook that took him out. But, you know, after that, Frank Martin, he already knew once he hit him with those, he wasn't getting up. And so he went to the other turnbuckle, jumped up on there, and, you know, was waiting to celebrate. And it just goes to show you that if you have a focused Gervonta Davis, which, you know, he's still at that 90% knockout rate, you're gonna get the best. And people were impressed. People predicted that he was going to knock him out, and now, you know, on to the next. Throwing out names like Lomo, and I know people were saying, well, Lomo's you know, old, but apparently he just won his last fight. So what is old? You know, Lomo's keeping himself in shape. He's a good fighter. He's one of the best fighters out there. So if that fight can happen, that definitely puts somebody on Gervonta's resume that is, you know, definitely Hall of Famer. I believe Leo Santa Cruz would be a Hall of Famer, but you know, Gervonta Davis is doing what he's supposed to do. He's making weight. He's not just barely making weight. He's making weight comfortable enough where he can do backflips after the weigh-in. That lets you know a lot because the energy level is up there. So with that being said, what did you think about the fight? I know we also had other fights like David Benavidez fighting with 12 rounds. And then the one that kind of surprised me was the Gary Antoine, you know, but when you're in there against tough competition, it happens sometimes. So more than likely, go back to the drawing board, go ahead and get some more fights in, and see what he can do. The one loss don't determine the whole thing. He can get back on there and, you know, revamp his career. I mean, well, he don't need to revamp it, but just go back and start getting some more wins in there and fight some more notable people, and then he can be right back up there. It's not over for him. Yeah. David Benavidez showed us that he can hit. I mean, he's hitting the guy with everything in the kitchen sink, but, you know, once you go up in weight, the power is, you know, people can take punches better. So, but this is his first time up at that weight. And the fighter that he's fighting has been up at the weight, you know. So with that being said, good card, good pay-per-view, well spent money. Lee's Boxing Truth. Like, comment, subscribe, help this channel to grow. We're only 5 away from 800.